Live. The black signal is being launched in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Black signal is launched. I know a lot of y'all like, brother, this is early on the Kuumba. Man, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is not how we do it on Kuumba. Which I know we got that mall today, and I'm excited. So I got to get up there. I want to make sure that I get tables moved and adjusted. Because, man plans and woman plans, and the women plans usually outplan the man's plans. There's the black signal. It is out. We are up. We are hot. We are live. So, family. Oh, I forgot. Lines will be open. Let me go and open up some lines here. Let me clear some stuff out real quick. Boom, that could go. Before we even get the... But, I open the lines up after we do the quick. Well, I ain't going to say quick. We're going to do the toast. But we will open up the lines. 614-556-4535. Once again, that number is 614-556-4535. You are now rocking with Gye-Nyame Journey and the Congregation of the Mighty. Alright, let me make sure the chat is up. We got that chat window open. I want to get this chat window open, see which one works the best for us. Just want to have some conversation, talk a little bit about this mall that's popping off. Let's see. Let me refresh the chat. Uh-oh, Miss Kim is in the house. How's it going in Wazadoogle? I think I got it right. It took me a couple of times, but I eventually get it. Let's see. Okay, I want to go back to dashboard. Pull up my Hootsuite. Let's go and do this. Then we get all into, those that's joining me either through Facebook. Make sure you like Gye-Nyame Journey. I don't know if you get a bell, but for those that want to get a signal to know that when we are broadcasting, go and like us on YouTube. That's Gye-Nyame Journey. Just look up Gye-Nyame Journey on YouTube. We pop up, first thing that pops up when you type in Gye-Nyame Journey. I'm trying to get it to where we're the first to pop up when you type in Gye-Nyame. Now, I had some mics that I was working on, but once again, man plans and children plans, outplans man's plans. So now I can't even find the damn mic. So first I couldn't find the mic cord. Now I can't find the mic. And I think Shasha Mosh is responsible for that. But children will be children and do what they do. So we got Miss Kim Carswell up in the chat already. So let's go and do our song. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, we live. Just in case those that are listening on Spreaker, you can also subscribe to us on Spreaker at Gye-Nyame Journey. On Spreaker, just look up Gye-Nyame Journey or look up Brother Hatim. Actually, you can look up Gye-Nyame Journey on Spreaker. And, I want to send shots out because we got over 2,000 people on Spreaker. But nonetheless, right now we are streaming on Facebook, stream.me, Periscope, and YouTube. So, here we go. You are now standing in the Congregation of the Mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media, where your hustle builds muscle. And of course, this is the Daily Toast, and this is a Heart of a Simba production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm.
Mr. Deity.
your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Oh man, here we go. Grab your glass to get that water. Get your bottle of that water. Just pick that off that water. Lift it for your water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift for then drink. Think I will. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Man, just move your body. I see you, Shelly. Drink, 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 drink. What should I say? Move, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and join your ancestors. Man, just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Live, toast, then drink. Now drink, 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 drink. Let me see. Live, pour, then drink. I totally forgot the lyrics. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink with me, family. Drink, drink, drink. Lift your glass. Take your breath. Toast your ancestors. Drink your water. Once again, I couldn't do it before the music. And I forgot the lyrics. I guess that's part of getting old. Shouts out to, I think you pronounce it Me2666. Thank you for joining us. Man, oh man, it is the day of the mall. And I'm about to go and start getting ready. But first, of course, you know we had to do our toast. We will also have, we got possibly 3 workshops. We got Sister CeeLo doing the African Heritage Diet workshop. That's going to be between 1 and 3. We got Sister Jill coming through. She's going to do one on the Kwanzaa, the concept of Kwanzaa 365. And we also going to have in the building Elder Tony, who's going to be doing some drum workshops talking about the connection of African people to the drum and and what it got to do. Well, y'all, if you haven't experienced Elder Tony, you need to come just check it out, because you like to be talking astrophysics and German, and it's just dope. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. I see you out there. We will be up at 3500 Refugee Road, also known as the Millennium Community School, from 12 to 6. Set up for vendors is at 11. Vendor space is $20. If you're selling food, it's $30. So we're gonna go up there. We're gonna get stuff set up. I'm not gonna have any ambrosia for this one. Bad planning on my behalf. All the way live. I'm trying. Listen, man. We're gonna be up in there. Of course, I'm bringing my equipment because we're gonna do. I'm going to record the discussion that we have about the movie, which is the first Purge. And because I know some people are like, man, that's kind of violent for the children and stuff like that. But if you don't want children there, we will have some activities going on for some of the ones that's young. But I really do want the children in on the discussion, because I want the children to start seeing healthy, constructive conversations, adult conversations, and maybe we never know how. Stupid Stop Motion is in the house. He said Columbus is in the house. That's right. So we're gonna be having the mall today. So I'm hoping to see everybody come out, family, because this is the issue, right? What I'm trying to do, or what we are trying to do as Gye-Nyame Journey, is to provide a space for some of our entrepreneurs to do their thing. And in that space, we already know historically that when we offer a space for a market, other information get passed on. This has been historic. People used to go to the market to get the latest ideas, the latest, even in some cases, even some of the latest gossip. And we got to bring some of that stuff back. Somebody posted something up last week that talked about people that are thinking about getting into brick and mortar businesses, right? And they start listing all the companies that are closing down, all of the big major companies that a lot of us grew up with, the J.C. Penney's, the Sears, even some of the Macy's, all these businesses, these brick and mortars are closing down. Amazon is whooping them, right? The internet is whooping them right now. People are able to order stuff right away. And some of the new bigger businesses have to do with they don't even have overhead. Everything happens over the internet. Like Lyft and Uber. Airbnb don't own no hotels, but they are a major billion-dollar business that we have to be aware. Of, and they don't even own a brick and mortar. So why can't we do something very similar by bringing back the old concept of the markets? Rather than our entrepreneurs spending all this money for a brick and mortar, why not be able to provide spaces within the city? Starting with what we're doing here. And actually, this ain't even the first one, because Queen Wilshay was working on one, and then another brother had contacted me and let me know that he was working on the same thing too. So there's no reason why we can't have a market at least once a week where we are able to get all our needs. Some of the stuff that's going to be at the market today, we're going to be having, because Cleve and my nephew Idris, they're going to be pushing off the greens. Not green shirts, not green tennis shoes. They pushing greens, kale, collards, freshly grown, and you're gonna be able to come in and see some of the towers that they actually are growing this stuff on. They're working with a program called Urban Gems, beautiful thing, and they're gonna be having greens. So y'all come, y'all get some fresh greens. You can see the greens growing right inside, and those that are bold enough and you want to go outside, we'll show you the outside part of the outside garden, because this Urban Gems going all around the city. I'm trying to make sure all our young people are involved. We're gonna have some people doing Sister Candace doing the crochet. She's gonna have the crochet there. We're gonna have actually, I'm just gonna let you come out, because the flyer Sister Navita has listed all the stuff that's going to be available there, family. And we got more people coming. I already know we're going to have some last minute people coming in. and we're going to try to stack up the place. Now the goal is, because I want you to understand, the school building is a quarter mile around. I want to get to the point that when it gets warm, not only can you walk all the way around the school building and check out all the vendors from Central Ohio and wherever they want to come, but I also want you to be able to walk down every hallway. Every hallway. And there's a vendor. And I want to keep this affordable so that those individuals that have businesses don't have to set up. I mean, they don't have to buy the brick and mortar. They can just come and do it there. And not only business people, family, because I know y'all got extra stuff in your house. Stuff that is no longer of value to you. Stuff that is lightly used and stuff that you might want to get off. You don't have to set up necessarily in your yard. Pack it up in your car and bring it over to Gye-Nyame Journey, to the Gye-Nyame Journey Mall, and push it off. You know, some of y'all baking cakes. Some of y'all got lawn care services. Some of y'all offering repair stuff. To be able to repair stuff, all you got to do is set up a table and have your flyers and pass it out and talk to the people. And start letting people know that your business exists. Family, because if we really want to build the community, if we really want to build, we have to start doing business. We have to start practicing reciprocity. Reciprocity ain't just about you hit me, you get hit back. You know what I'm saying? Reciprocity is not just eye for eye. Reciprocity is an exchange of resources. You provide me with something, I reciprocate and provide you with something. We trade. That's the lifeblood of a community. And we got to stop playing with that. We got to realize that, we got to understand that, and we got to in order for us to move to the next level, we got to be able to do that. Let's see. We ain't at the mall yet. We will be soon. So let's get this toast on. I needed to stall a little bit because I had to let that water go. Y'all know this 50 ounces is whooping me up. But you know we got to start the day off with this water. Come on. So those of you new to the show, we come here every day. We toast our ancestors. But first, we start off by drinking our water. We got a little water song, as you heard. I messed it up and forgot the lyrics. But we drink water to start off the show. Why? Because one, I want to demonstrate health. What good? How can I toast my ancestors when I'm not healthy? How can, you know what I'm saying? Think about this. You know what I'm saying? How can you spirituality. Now, first off, in Gye-Nyame, we talk about the 5 parts of being. All 5 parts of these beings, in order for me to work at my maximum and be my absolute best, all 5 parts of my beings got to be taken care of. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and last but not least, physical. And when they all working together, they form a nice fist so that you could knock the hell out of whatever's in your way. You understand what you understand what I'm saying? And it's 4 things that you need to do to make sure that you're healthy. 1, breathing. A lot of us overlook at conscious breathing. We got to take some time and consciously take our breath. Because a lot of us, we get caught up in just the whole, it's just natural and I'm just going to let it know. Sometimes we got to consciously take that breath and consciously retain the breath and then consciously release the breath. Right? Setting that cycle, making sure that it works. A lot of us are suffering from diseases because we're not breathing right. Next, most important, is the water element. We have to drink good, clean water. Right? Our bodies are over 70% water, and we need to drink the proper amount of water every day. A lot of us are getting illnesses that can be directly related to dehydration. Some of the shit that some of us got is not necessarily because we eating hog maws and stuff like that. That helps, but a lot of us are suffering from dehydration. We think because we're drinking Kool-Aid and pop and juice and coffee and tea that we're actually, no. You're overworking your body because your body got to extract the water to use it. So why not put the proper amount of water in? If you're not going to necessarily change your diet, at least put the proper amount of water in your body so that your body can work with the real water. Next is a culturally appropriate diet. A majority of the people that listen to me in my tribe, we are of African heritage. And because we are of African heritage, the best diet for us is an African heritage diet. Sister CeeLo will be talking about the African heritage diet at the mall. Come on out, get the free workshop, check out the free samples, you know what I'm saying, and learn, right? Last but not least, culturally appropriate movement. How are you moving? Are you moving? Are you sitting down a lot? Get up, walk around, do some exercise. Do some yoga. We got sisters that do yoga. I mean, I wish they would get a table. Come get a table so people can know what you're doing when you're doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Come set up. Come talk with people. Let people know. Hell, come do a demonstration. We're going to be doing this once a month. Right? Come on out. Yoga. And when I say culturally appropriate movements, how is your mind moving? Are you thinking culturally appropriately? Are you doing stuff related to your culture that's keeping you active? You know what I'm saying? Because people that serve something bigger than themselves live a lot longer than selfish motherfuckers. I'm just being honest. All right, so let's go and do this toast, and then I'm gonna open up the phone lines. We could toast and talk before I got to get up out of here, and we can talk about some of the news. Some new ADOS stuff is up. R. Kelly is look like he going to jail. The Jesse dude look like he going to jail. You know, and you know we can discuss that. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, and I know some of y'all got some stuff that y'all want to either bring up or you want to discuss with Brother Hatim. Bring it on. But here we go. So here goes some of the tea. I want y'all to watch how this pour, right? This is the tea that I'm using. You see how thick that? Now this is, let me see, 1, 2. This is 5 different teas with just a little bit of honey. This is not even, I didn't even use the proper amount of honey for this tea. I used the leftover honey from making that ambrosia. The ambrosia is down there fermenting right now. I may have some samples tomorrow, you know, because I don't want to. I want to give the SCOBY time to do his thing, you know, because sometimes, you know, in my younger fermenting days, I would be so anxious to get down there. I'd be messing up the SCOBY. I want the SCOBY to get intimate with it, so I let it sit down there undisturbed in a quiet space and allow it to do its thing. Right now, we got about 10 gallons, right? And I know some people want theirs. Brother Kwame, I will have yours. It'll be done by next week. But I want to make sure we will serve no ambrosia before it's time. The food of the gods, right? So here we go. First, family, we're going to toast the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creative force, that creative power, that spark of life that's in each and every last one of us, that's all around us. We just want to become conscious of it, right? Being conscious is like being aware. Not necessarily you know more than other people. It's just you are aware of what's going on around you, right? So we want to lift up our glass to the Creator. And by whatever name you call it, so that we don't have to be arguing up in here, right? And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our list. And for those that are new and you want to add your ancestors to the list, either you can inbox us on our Facebook page at Gye-Nyame Journey, or if you are checking us out through YouTube, you can post them up now, and I write them down and I put them on the list right now because our list is growing. And we've been doing this. We're on our 3rd year. So in the last 2 years, this was the first one. This was the one that was built in the 2nd year. Right now, we're working on the one for the 3rd year. So when it comes time for us to get in the Kwanzaa book next year, I just want to show you, man, because I'm proud of all the little small, because like I said, you build a nation one step at a time, right? So in the Kwanzaa book, we were able to fill up 2 pages. So now, next year, we're going to have 3 to 4 pages, right? Just from us doing the daily toast. Now, this right here is the Kwanzaa, this is the Kwanzaa book. And what we're trying to do with this is build this up so that, like, all of the vendors that's going to be vending on a monthly basis will be in here, as well as other businesses that are brick and mortar, so that you can look in it and you are able to find a black business for whatever your needs are. That's the goal. So we want to make Kwanzaa 365. All right, so call on our ancestors. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, and Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, Nomo X, Pet Mott, Rob, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carla Hayes, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxter Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spradling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Augusto Sue, Sheila Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Spencer Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Almatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillamon Aries, Gina Rube Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Pears, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Dalise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Ines Bostic, and the Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eda Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearls, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Harper, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Voy Irby, Jim Gaucher George, and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanella, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erleton Houston, Lud Oz, Elijah Oz, Jerome Oz, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Oz, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bet Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Morgan Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhar Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Emania Grayson, Charles Scott. Where my headphones at? You see my new mic? Excuse me, it's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair was a black bag with a mic right here. Go get Sasha. Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Emania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards, McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. And continuing on into our new book, we have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price. Where my black mic at? It was a black bag up here with a mic in it. Come on now.
I didn't touch it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You was the only one here.
I didn't touch it though.
It's real life at Gye-Nyame Journey. Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmers, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin. We have, man, my kids steal my pens. We have Mother Birth. We got Grandpa Frank Smith, Cousin Stacy, Trice Granny, Michael Leonard. I think Michael Leonard is on here. Denise Goray, Malika Fakur is already on here. David Brown. Now, are those some of the people? Now, which ones? Because Mother Bertha is because Mother Bertha is on your list. Michael Leonard, that's part of your list? Yep. Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard. I got those already. But I don't think I have Grandpa Frank Smith. We got Elizabeth Johnson. Hold on. Let me get my pen. Oh, it's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. When I need a pen, my pen is gone. My mics are gone. My children have stolen my stuff and left me all alone. But I always got a backup. All right, here we go. Let me add. We have from Sister Fadia, Elizabeth Johnson. Let me put the name, because I like putting the names of the people who put people on the list. That's not my mic.
I know. God, sweet. I'm not. This is for you.
Elizabeth Johnson. Let's go back. Grandpa Smith. Did you give me Grandpa? I don't remember Frank Smith on here. So I will put anybody that's a daily toaster. Do Grandpa Frank Smith sound familiar? I gotta find where you are on the list, sis, so I could go on and. Alright, Cousin Stacy. I got Michael Leonard. I remember Michael Leonard. David Brown. My sons want to sell chips and candy at the mall. Can they do that? Yeah, you already got a table. So let's just throw them up on your table, baby. Grandpa Smith. Alright, Frank Smith. Somebody will remind me if I'm doubling up. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey family. Stacy Trice. We got my Denisa Gore. We don't. That don't sound familiar. Denisa Gore. Am I saying that right? Malika Fakur on here. I don't know about David Brown. David Brown is not on here that I know of. But some people got better memories than me. All right. So we got some new people. We got a new family added to the list. Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice. I think Stacy Trice is on here. Denise Gore. Make sure I can look at that. And David Brown. I think Stacy Trice is on here. I'll come back and I'll double check. But anyway, we want to lift up our glass to all those ancestors and all those new ancestors. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. All right, from there, family, where do we go? Desiree is my cousin. Passed away. You know what? I don't have him. Nathaniel Hassan Turner. All right. Cool. So we got him. And we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. In the moment is where all our power is, family. In the moment is where we have our pact with our ancestors and our future generations. We stand in the gap of eternity. Where all things cross right here in this moment. The question is, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with this moment? Are you laying a foundation upon which your children can build? Are you using the information and the building blocks that your ancestors left you to build the foundation for those next generations? Because we are responsible for at least the next 7 generations. So we got to make sure that we put in the work. So we salute this moment and we raise our glass. Today, In this moment right now, we are in Kuumba, so I'm asking everybody to activate your reticular formation. That's the part of the brain that helps you hone in what you want. And I want you to find examples of Kuumba in your community and share it up on the Gye-Nyame Journey page. Put Kuumba, hashtag Kuumba. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag found Kuumba. You know what I'm saying? Just post it up on Gye-Nyame Journey, because we have to start looking for our principles. We have to start looking for what we want. Right? Because we have been trained, and for our survival we have been geared towards being able to see everything that we don't want and we don't need, because those things can be dangerous to us. But we also have to exercise our own ability to be able to pinpoint and find exactly what it is we do want. Like today, the mall, right? I want you to be able to find that mall. So activate those reticular formations. We're looking for Kuumba. For those that don't speak the language, it's creativity. All right. Creativity. The demonic principle is order. The color is orange. I don't have on orange because we're trying to, as people being in, I got to wear black today. Plus, I couldn't find my orange shirt. My orange shirt is missing too. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Cause and effect is the Hermetic law today. Male name today is Kwame. It's your day, Kwame. It's your day. It's your day, Kwame. It's your day. It's your day, Kwame. It's your day, Kwame. It's your day, Kwame. It's your day. So maybe Stacy Trice is not on my list. She said 1/1/18. I don't think I spoke to you, sister. Oh, I hope you bring in that shea butter, girl. Don't forget my shea butter. I see we got another Khalid Islin Nigel Turner. All right. Khalid Islin, also known as Nigel Turner, also passed away. So we lift it up. And for the females, it's your day, Alma. It's your day. It's your day, Alma. It's your day. It's your day, Alma. It's your day, Alma. It's your day, Alma. It's your day. Right? So male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Alma. If you were born on Kuumba, that's the day name. We lift up our glass. We salute this present moment. And we move forward and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children's children, on to infinity. We salute the children that are here and the children that will come. And we make sure that we're building a foundation for them, because we are the fertilizer of the future. So we lift up our glass. So Miss Aisha, you are Alma, huh? So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on to all of our relations. We toast and we say Ashe. From there, we move on to the selfish libation, the selfish toast. Here it goes. This is for you, family. We ain't together. We can't get it together, right? So what do you need in this moment? Right here in this moment, right now. Not no big future projections. Not no $1 trillion or no shit like that. What do you need in this moment, right now? We lift up our glass. We say Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most beautiful, powerful, most inspirational, most uplifting individual in the room. Stop looking around. I'm looking at you. Yeah, you. You. Lift up your glass for yourself. Once again, yep, you get 2 toasts, right? You get the selfish toast, and then you get the toast where Brother Hatim tell you how marvelous you are. You know what I'm saying? What miracle you are. What a miracle you are on this planet. I'm lifting up my glass and I'm toasting you. I'm thanking you for being, right? And I'm lifting it up at you and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, 100 years. I'm going to turn on some music for 1 minute and I'm going to open up the lines so that you can call in. So let's get some music on real quick while I sip on this tea. Hopefully. Hot damn, this is going to be some good ambrosia. And this ain't even got a lot of sugar. Let's find some. First, let's do a commercial. am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent center. I pledge to find and connect with my center. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warrior and to assist all those seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, to teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is the Gye-Nyame pledge that is said by all of our true members at least once a day. Peace and welcome to our YouTube channel. Check out our videos and podcasts. Subscribe as well as join the journey. Push past self-imposed limitations within
You are the
the
first
Gye-Nyame
participant on
journey.
the Super Conference.
Peace.
Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
Let's see. I'm looking for a song. Let's see. Man, where is it at? Oh, man. Come on, family. Where? I got to move one by one through this shit. Come on now. Oh, man. Well, let's do Mozzie. Where Mozzie at? I just had him. It jumps, man. Oh, there you go. Right there. Back up one. Oh, there we go. Boom. That's what I want to hear right here. And so, lines will be open after the song.
Clear the day, going down, will sink to my stomach and not getting better. When I left you, I thought I'd be cool. I told myself I was over you.
What's up, James Wallace?
But I was lying to my teeth. I started crying immediately. I'm not a kid, I'm begging you to come and help me get into you ain't understanding. That's me, nothing to say on me.
Storm 9,000. That's right.
I lost my voice, barely breathe. My pulse is slow and my heart is losing its beat. I'm pitiful, you stand alone. You're not helping me up, I'm bound to fall. What can I do? What can I say to make you believe I really changed? I'm out of sync. I'm begging you to come and help me find my groove. You ain't been standing. That's that I need to stay on me. Stay on me.
A new beat, yes. I think I want some new sheets, and ooh, I think I want a new dime. See, you played me for the last time.
What am I supposed to do?
Yes, I think I found a new girl. baby. You did it, baby. I won't even wash my sheets. I don't miss you, baby. Miss you.
That's called Oral Balance. Song given to me by brother Storm 9000, a superstar producer right here from Columbus. Told him I needed music for my show. Not only did he give me a song, he gave me a catalog of stuff that I could pull from, and that's the type of community work that we need. You know what I'm saying, bruh? I said, bruh, I need music for my show. He gave me access to a whole catalog. Here, this stuff. Don't even worry about it. Just use it how you want to use it. I'm like, wow. All right. So I'm going down the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline now. Family, those that are on Gye-Nyame Journey on YouTube, I am looking at something, and I can't play it because it'll interrupt us, but it says Kamala Fathers denounces her, and I didn't do a video like that. Matter of fact, that's on Tribal Quotes. Now, I didn't put that picture up there. I don't know how that picture got up there. I mean, I need somebody. I'm going to explore that after I get done. But anyway, the issue is that Kamala's father came out, Kamala Harris's father came out and was kind of denouncing her discussion on the Breakfast Club about smoking marijuana. Of course, I'm Jamaican. She said it like that, and her father wanted to denounce that. But, that's for me, I already know politicians lie. I'm not expecting any truth from any politicians. And including because I just seen an interview with Marianne Williams, which kind of surprised me on Tone Talks. I was like, God damn, and I'm going to make comments on that too. But yesterday I posted up, I seen where Bernie Sanders threw his hat in, and the video is on there, and I listened to the whole announcement, and once again, family, and please pull your seats up, move your kids away from the screen, because Brother Tim may let out a few expletives, right? I'm about to cuss. All right. Once again, our issues are jumped all the way over. I heard them mention immigrants. I heard them mention everybody making a come up. And family, this is the stance that I'm taking. And this is the stance that I think we need to start having as black people. Right? What about us? Every politician that want to come to us, if they are not addressing issues that distinctively affect our community, because a lot of the issues that are affecting our community have come as a result of this, what they call it, benign denial that has been launched against us with this government, and we always got to get in to fit in and go along to get along. And it's like, family, we got to stop this. We got a call in. Oh man, I didn't know somebody was on. Call back in. And I'm like, yo, I'm listening to it, and they talking about a Green New Deal, and there's no Green New Deal in this motherfucker until there's a Black New Deal. Family, I'm just, y'all, I mean, we have to be steadfast on that shit, because they will jump right over our shit and put, like, the environment is in danger, and seals are dying, and you know what I'm saying? When in fact, the policies of this country, the very policies of this country were set up to stop us from being able to do anything. They were set up against us. And we supposed to be okay with that. We supposed to be like, oh, we all the same. And no, family. Most of y'all that's listening to me, you come from a totally different people than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, immigrants have their argument. But this is the issue. Immigrants are not even citizens of the country. So really, they don't have an argument. Challenge anybody on that. Immigrants don't have an argument. Now, they might have one in the UN, but far as America, they don't have an argument. Now, for those of you that are not aware of the timeline of black folks, because I talk to a lot of people, and they're not aware of the timeline of black folks. The timeline of black people, or the ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery. They are not aware of our timeline. If you look at the timeline, and Sister CeeLo posted up a sample of the timeline, where you got 250 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow, right out, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the years of redlining. Then you have the war on drugs, which brings us up to this current era. So we have been under attack since we have been in this country. And the thing that we are screaming about, and the thing that we are arguing about, and the thing that we're standing up for, rather than being silent and letting people have a moral move of heart, politically, economically, we need to pull together, and we need to make sure that we extract every dime from them that they owe, because nobody forgives your debts. Nobody. Everybody on my shit right now probably paying some type of debt. You're paying some type of bill. Nobody forgives your shit. But we supposed to forgive what's owed to us. See, because this is what bothers me, right? Because people like, you know, it wasn't all that, you know, because we talk about it like it wasn't that bad. But I want you to think about this, right? The Rockefeller family started in Cleveland. How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that? Right? The Rockefeller family started in Cleveland. What's to say that the original idea that the Rockefellers moved on couldn't be moved on by your great-great-grandfather? What stopped your great-great-grandfather from being able to compete? You weren't smart enough? Rockefeller wasn't that smart. He was just very dedicated to what he did. What made it possible for your grandparents not to be your great-great-grandparents, and for you not to benefit from the railroads? Why couldn't they couldn't compete? They weren't allowed to compete. They weren't given the opportunity to compete. The shit I'm talking about is after slavery. And then on top of it, I got a question for you, right? For the Industrial Revolution, where did America get the stack of money to really invest and get into the Industrial Revolution in the way that it did? See, we got some hard thinking to do. See, because really, family, when you think about this and you look at some of the poverty that's going on around, because even when some of us start making money, it's hard for us to really move and do anything because the rest of our community is broke. So a lot of y'all that are doing it, and I'm not saying there's none of us that's not doing it, but a lot of us that's doing it, we're lending hands and helping other people, which puts us behind. Why are we doing that? Because we was never allowed to compete. We have always been pushed out of markets. We have always been marginalized. We have always been put in certain sections. And what's crazy about it, if you look at a lot of the redlining, that's where a lot of the junkyards and a lot of the poisonous industries are. You can drive through Columbus if you don't believe me. That wasn't by choice. That shit was legislated. That shit was pushed on us through government. Government supported the 100 years of Jim Crow. Government supported slavery. So government should pay. Simple. Right? So now I hear Bernie Sanders coming on here talking about a Green Deal. See, and I want y'all to understand this, because they hit you with this jobs for you. Right? New jobs. And, you know, as an individual, you're going to get to make a come up. Right? As an individual, you're going to get to make a come up. But then it does no good for us to make an individual come up if we're not coming up as a group. Because you always going to have to support your broke ass cousin, because that's what you do. There needs to be an individual come up for us as a group. Then we can start moving out and doing stuff independently. because then we always have a bucket of wealth to come from. Right now, there is no wealth in our community. And I'm so sick. I heard on the interview with Marianne Williams, because Tone Talks and Yvette Cornell asked her about the black colleges, and she went directly into what is. There's enough black people with money, and they had to, you know what I'm saying, they kind of went soft on her, I believe. They went soft on her about, because, you know, they come hard with it for us, but the fact of the matter is, family, there is no black wealth.
Can I use this?
Yes, baby, you can use that. Now, I know some of y'all gonna look at some of the individual pieces, but let me tell you what that is, right? Some of the individual people, right? But those are setups. They give a few things, a few crumbs from the table, and we look and we be like, Oprah? You know what I'm saying? How is it that every black person could say Oprah? You know what I'm saying? And then you go to white people, ask them who they billionaires is. There's so many of them that they don't even know. In America, we hold 2.6% of the wealth. 2.6. We're 13% of the population. Is that shit happen because we dumb? Does that shit happen because we stupid? See, because I want you to understand some of the arguments that people bring to you, because it's like, y'all didn't hustle. Y'all didn't get on the grind. Y'all didn't get on the grind and boom, boom, boom. You're not getting up early enough. Right? As my daughter say, miss me with that shit. Miss me with it. Not y'all. Y'all too young to say that. Your older sisters. Get out of here. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Parenting and talking at the same time. Right? I'm training my children on the ways of the show. Right? The art of talking. But family, lines are open. 614-556-614. Somebody called in. I was talking too much. 556-4535. I'm gonna post it up. I mean, we could talk about this, or we could talk about other stuff, because there's other stuff going on in the community too. I got some other new posts, because what I'm trying to do is I'm going through and I'm going through different articles, and I'm pulling up stuff so that we can have something to talk about. Not only just talk about, but also things that are directly related to our community, and we will be putting together a newsletter. You know, like I said, we're going to make it available to the community, because the whole piece is, I don't want people, I don't like the whole donation game. You understand? I mean, if you want to give, but I'm not really into the donation game. I'm more into, let me exchange what I could do. I could go through this information. I could do these shows and stuff, and I want to exchange my value for resources. You understand what I'm saying? I want it, because I honestly believe that we have fallen into a pattern where we have individuals in our community that just receive, and in a sense, they're throwing off the balance of our community, because they are not participating or truly participate in the process of reciprocity. So with Gye-Nyame Journey, I try to get a reciprocity, because even those people that donated for when I was raising funds for Kwanzaa, or when I was raising funds for the Malcolm X celebration last year, I will send you a ebook or something. You understand? I'm exchanging. I want to exchange. And I feel that's important, because we got to start setting up that process. Because, I mean, there are universal laws at work here, right? There's laws at work, right? I could say, because next week I'll be arguing, there is no universal law. I'm like that sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to get that flow. I'm trying to model the flow that I think that we should be on. So like when Sister Aisha come, and she's vending, you know what I'm saying? she's not going to just give you the products off her table. There's an exchange that happened there. In the exchange, there's a small bit of energy that is transferred to the community because somebody is giving something to her. She's giving something back to somebody else. And when you come to the market, the same thing happened. And when you come to our culturally stabilizing events like this mall, this is the beginning, or like the Malcolm X Festival, or like Kwanzaa, is a cultural stabilizing event. It's bigger than just you coming and visiting. It is bigger than you just coming and shopping. There's information. There's life energy that's going into a group of people. It's going in. And it's like it's a collective consciousness that we're trying to spark. It's sort of like we got to have enough. We got to get, I think they call it a critical mass. We're trying to get a critical mass of people to start moving and start thinking and start doing things. Real life at Gye-Nyame Journey. On what? On the table. Why you do that? That's going to mess up the table, Sasha. Real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Let me pick my hair. Somebody about to get the beat down. Kids jump up to get beat down. All right, somebody on the line. What's going on? This is Brother Hot Tim, and you are on the Daily Toast and Talk. Go ahead.
Yo, it's Quasi.
This Quasi Low?
The one and only.
This the one with the I Wonder Radio?
Yes, sir.
Is this the one that's about to have the is this the brother that's about to have the sports show?
Well, I'm gonna participate, but you know the Gye-Nyame Journey is growing. You know,
right?
It's spreading out. It's finding arms.
Wait, are you the dude that's gonna be doing the outdoor show too? Kayaking with a camera on your head and shit?
That's Nick.
Are you gonna do one of those death rolls in the water? Can you do that on your kayak?
Do what now?
The roll where you roll over and go underwater and then come back. Can you do that?
I tried it this past summer. You have to visit the near-death experience section to hear about that story.
Oh shit! You could almost die doing that shit.
Hell yeah! My boat filled up with water. It started sinking. I was at a good 100 feet from either shore.
So how did you?
I had to go. I had to kick it in the lifesaver mode. Me and my cousin was out there.
Damn.
Talk about a relationship got really strengthened that day.
Yeah.
Cuz was down to die for me. Like if I was going, and it was serious, man. It's like I'm talking about it like it's kind of funny right now because it's kind of funny right now. But in that moment, we had to go to a place where like we ain't doing nothing. We ain't talking about shit, but saving my crazy ass. My boat, I flipped it over. When I flipped it back over, it was filling up with water and it was sinking. So, I mean, it's kind of a long story, but we kind of came up with a little system where I was kicking. I grabbed hold of his boat and my boat, and I kind of kicked and paddled us to shore because we wasn't going to be able to get the water out.
Right.
So it out just fast enough that it didn't completely sink. And I was paddling both boats, and I just paddled, kicked to the shore. I was holding on and kicking with my leg, and we made it to the shore.
Okay. Hey.
But it was a good 10, 15 minutes where it was like, I don't know how this shit about to turn out.
Hey, man, but that's when, like you said, that's when relationships are strengthened. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of times some people just want shit given to them. I want you to trust you because I want you to trust me because I said so. No, back in the day, family, we used to put people through the test. That's called initiation. And some of those initiations were, yeah. All right, but go ahead. You called in. I won't hold you up. What's going on? What you want to talk about today, sir?
I just was listening on the phone, and it's just always easier to listen.
Oh, okay.
So you said it's easier on the phone than to watch it on the screen.
Okay. So you said. Now, another thing for those people that don't necessarily like the screen piece, you always go to Spreaker because with Spreaker, you might have to listen to an ad or two, but you can go and basically let it autoplay. It'll just play. You don't have to worry about the pictures. The sound quality in most instances is better. And as we go, because we're going,
sound quality is low on Spreaker. It definitely is.
So hey, I'm just saying. And now, I'm about to upgrade my mic. I've been saying that for 2 years. So I'm about to upgrade my mic. So once I upgrade my mic, family's on the popping. I got a mic for YouTube and Facebook now. But of course, y'all see the struggles with that right now. And I'm going to, once I update this mic, the sound quality is going to be a lot better for those listening through here. But then also I'm going to expand my computer so that I can have a bunch of stuff run on one computer and have the calls on another computer and have everything eventually moving through one set of speakers so that I can make sure that I give you the quality that you deserve. Because family, Gye-Nyame Journey, y'all deserve the best quality because we a growing family. Any thoughts? Sister Cynthia said, any thoughts on the Smollett story? Just trying to make some sense of it. Is he just smoking mirrors to distract us from real underlying issues? There are some real underlying issues, but I want you to, with the Jesse Smollett story, I just want to stress something. The LGBTQT, y'all know what I'm saying. They grabbed that story. And Jesse was jumped because he was gay, not because he was black. Or at least black took secondary. So I never really spoke on it because it was a...
Hold up. Jesse got jumped because he paid somebody to jump.
No, hold on, time out. No. I'm walking people through the experience.
Oh, okay.
Now,
my bad.
Now, the issue was it was a gay issue. It wasn't a black issue. And black issue was second. Now, for me, I'm no longer dealing with shit with black as second. I can't do that no more. I have children. I'm looking at the economic hardship, the political hardship, the social hardship, the educational hardship that my children are going to be dealing with. So I no longer could be dealing with shit with black being second, third, or fourth. So if Jesse, if gay was first, then by all means you could have that. So after that, I left it alone. Other people wanted to analyze it, and eventually he got caught up. Now he about to go to court. Are they going to deal with him as a gay man, or are they going to deal with him as a black man? Now it's supposed to become my issue again. No, fuck that. I'm not even thinking about Jesse Smollett. He's not even on my radar. Damn, did I just chase somebody off again? God damn it. Alright, as soon as I hear that beep, I'm going to go back. But he's not even on my radar, so he's not a smoke screen for me. But for people focusing on that, there's some other shit going on out here that you really need to be looking at. Right? But go ahead, Quasi, you wanted to speak on it because you said he paid some people.
No, I actually didn't want to speak on it. I mean, I'm kind of like you. You know, I've been posting about all kind of shit on Facebook. That's one thing that it didn't matter to me. I never cared from the beginning.
Ain't that something?
That I follow on Facebook that was building interesting cases from the beginning, saying that they didn't believe it, and I was reading it. I thought it was funny, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't important enough for me to weigh in on. You know what I mean? I didn't really give a shit from the beginning. Forgive me. I just didn't care because it seemed fishy. Like everything about it from the very beginning, I just automatically wanted to reject it. So I just didn't.
Like motherfuckers having a jump you kit. I mean, that's what the shit sounded like to me. I done jumped motherfuckers before. You know, statute of limitations. I done jumped motherfuckers before. You don't have no motherfucking kit. You run into. Matter of fact, I remember one time in college, I drove all the way to Akron to find somebody. We went to the parties. I had my dudes with me. We went to the parties and everything. And I said, I'm going to catch them at the party. Didn't show up. I walked to go fill up my gas tank to get back to Columbus because of course we was in college, so we had to get back. So I walked into the gas station and lo and behold, guess who I ran into? We didn't have a jumping kit. We wanted to jump. We wanted to fight. But guess what? That's where he was. That's where he got it. We ain't had no nooses. We ain't had no bleach. We ain't had none of that shit. It just went down. You don't have jump. I'm gonna jump somebody today, kids. The fuck? They had a noose. These motherfuckers. They had time to whoop your ass and pull out a. You got to pull shit out. You got to carry shit. How they know what they? But once again,
yeah, for real. I'm more interested in the ADOS, man. That shit is mad interesting for real. Like, it's a lot of shit going on. I don't know if you want to. I think we should continue with our not giving it too much time.
Right. I mean, I can't help it because it's the bullshit. But now, once again, family, they're jumping over you with the New Deal. Now, check this out. Let me give you a scenario. I want y'all to think about this, right? We're going to do a Green New Deal. Yay! All right, somebody on the lines. Oh, Miss Kim, that's you. Go on, girl, for your line drop off. I bet you that was you calling in and dropping off. So go on with yours before we get started. We already started, but go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. The Wi-Fi here has been terrible. Terrible all day.
This the correspondent.
But
correspondent from Africa, y'all. Go ahead.
Say it again.
You the correspondent from Africa.
Yeah, it's that. I love that. You gave me a role. Thank you. But I really want to get more information about the mall and the newsletter.
All right, cool. So now
you've been talking about it,
right?
But I would like to get like more details because even though
hello.
Damn, Wi-Fi strikes again.
Right. So that's our correspondent in Ouagadougou. I can say it one time a day. I'm trying. Can you say it? Ouagadougou. And damn, I got the name, but now I forgot the country.
Africa.
We know she in Africa, so she want more information about the mall. So basically, with the mall family. Once again, going back into that, as an ADOS people, you know what I'm saying, we know that the opportunities are far and few from us, and far as capitalizing our businesses, we can't do that. But one of the things that I noticed as I traveled, and one of the things I remember coming up, because I'm old enough to remember, my grandparents used to go to flea markets and stuff like that, and it would be thousands and thousands of people gathered at these places, and you would meet people that you know and meet other, you know what I'm saying, and meet new people and get information as well as exchange money. What we're trying to develop in Columbus is a market, because at the center of every one of our empires, family, I want y'all to think about this. Look at the history. Prove me wrong. At the center of every one of our empires was the control of the markets. At the center of this American empire is the control of the markets. This is why the American dollar is the foundation, is what oil is bought on, because they control the market. So family, if we want to really build in our community, and we know that our community is does not have the financial wherewithal as other communities, then we need to provide spaces where we could do trade within our community, within ourselves, where we could do trade, and it's affordable for those individuals to be there. Building towards something else, because one of the things, because like, for example, the mall, we're going to have young people working. So eventually we want to be able to make enough money so we could pay some of these young people for blessing us with their time. Right? Not only that, but we want to be able to make sure that the young people and the families that come and the adults that come to the Gye-Nyame Journey training are able to eat. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that when it comes time for Malcolm X celebration, right, Gye-Nyame Journey could throw up enough money to help with something significant, like bringing in speakers, like bringing live bands, being able to pay people for their participation, and still keep the rates low enough so that vendors can still get in and make enough money. I don't never want to be in a position where we're trying to finance a whole goddamn event on the vendor's back and got to charge the vendors too much money. I don't want to be one of those that's doing that. But because I understand the importance of the vendor Because let's call them what they are. The entrepreneur to the community. The entrepreneur is that individual that's willing to take a chance. And for far as us in America, black folks in America, we only get one chance. Especially when it comes to us with large finances. So why not take some of those people who have the small ideas and are able to create the product? Why can't we put them in a place where they can afford? Because all we asking for is $20. $20. Utilize the space. $20. Let people know about your business. Perfect. Right? So this week we have 20 to 25. Next month, 50. Month after that, 100. Right? Then the month after that, we got the Malcolm X celebration where we already got the list of the vendors that's already there. We got all the vendors that's already there. All we got to do is call them, let them know what's going down, who we want to bring, how much we got to charge, and they can work it. And then on top of that, they've been raising their money up because they have been able to sell their products, and they've been meeting new customers. And with the customers that's coming in are going to be many of the same people that's going to show up at the festival. Plus, they're going to bring some of their friends. So they're going to be exposed to new customers so that everybody is able to grow and benefit at the same time. You can't have a community if you don't have a market. This is why we fucked up in the community. This is why the Arabs are able to come into our community and molest our fucking children, because they set up the markets in our community. It's not called a market just because you go buy chips. It's called a market because money is exchanged. It's called a market on Wall Street because money is exchanged. And we don't control none. We don't control none nowhere. I'm saying this is the first step. This is the first step. See, because one of the issues is a lot of times we think we got to go into business and we got to do everything. So what if you sell the chips, like Sister Aisha said, my sons didn't want to sell chips. Boom, boom. Let them sell it on your table. They make enough money, they can save up next time they get their own table. They move the chips and cookies. But I'm going to have to charge them that $30 though. Food vendors get 30 because food's going to sell. You understand what I'm saying? Business. We work it out. You know what I'm saying? You need they my warriors anyway, so we're going to work it out in some form or fashion. But the point I'm saying is, now, and also not only in exchanging that money, we also come together and exchange information. Quasi liable to read something that's real good, and me and him being involved in discussion, somebody walking by might get involved in the discussion that me and Quasi have. Boom, somebody walked away with something they didn't have before. This happens in the market. And in the market must be a safe space, which the brothers and the sister Gye-Nyame Journey is going to make sure it's going to be. Elders is going to have help bringing their stuff in if they're vending. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to take care of the setup and we're going to take care of the cleanup. Market. Mall. You know what I'm saying? Mall sounded a little bit more sophisticated. You know, I wanted to go with the market. But I'm not into all the arguing and shit. Long as the general idea works. You understand? And let me be clear. You don't have to have products. We're talking about $20. What if you are a yoga instructor, lawn care professional, plumber, electrician, somebody who got a business, one of those businesses that require customers. You come in, you can set up your tables too. You got some stuff that you want to, like I said, you got some stuff you want to, you in your house that's gently used that you don't no longer use. You a gadget dude like me, and you buy shit, you use it for a week, and then you no longer want it no more. Come push that off, and get $10 for it. $20. You got a $20 table. You got 5 products. You sell each one of them for $10 a piece. You done made $30. So you had a productive day. Come on now, family, is easy. Now the newsletter. Let me be clear on the newsletter. What is the newsletter? GNJ's newsletter. What we're trying to do with this is, because I'm trying to tell y'all, GNJ, and if you look at the Facebook page, we changed it from GNJ from Gye-Nyame Journey, from just Gye-Nyame Journey to actually we changed the title to Gye-Nyame Journey. To Gye-Nyame Journey Media. So part of the media get information out. So one of the things is some of the discussions that I'm having, so people don't have to sit through the 2 and 3 hours discussion we be having sometime, or even an hour you might not have the time. I'm able to post it up, and I'm able to do a little blurb on it, and some of the news articles. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that directly relates to us as ADOS, directly relate to us as Gye-Nyame, directly relate to us as Tribe, that relates with us with self-mastery, all the things that are affecting us in the world. I want to be able to have people to be able to pull it down. You don't have to, unless you're a writer, you do a little short blurb. And the best way to get it to us is to post it up on Gye-Nyame Journey. Like Kim, she put up a post yesterday, and I couldn't share it, so I went in and I asked her, said, "Can you share this on Gye-Nyame Journey?" Because it was a piece about black actors being washed out of Hollywood. How we're not even playing ourselves, or American descendants of slaves are being washed out of acting. Right? So, family, those are those two things. I'm gonna have to get up out of here, so I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds. I'm gonna throw on some more music. Y'all gonna get y'all questions and comments together. If y'all want to call in, you don't have to agree with me on Gye-Nyame Journey. I'm gonna argue. God damn it, might black out. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's about. Call in, express your opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You know what I'm saying? But just know you part of the tribe. Because tribe is not about necessarily agreeing. Tribe is about looking at our collective interests and moving towards that. Period. We got a collective. We got collective interests, right? And I want to hear your voice. And it might be something else you want to cover. So, Sister Cynthia, I hope I answered your question about the Jesse thing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to us. To me, let me put it that way, it's nothing to me. Because he let us know where it was when he first came out. He shouldn't, But I'm just wondering how they going to treat his ass in court. They going to treat him as gay, or they going to treat him as black? And then I'm going to say this, and I'm done with it. Because Kwesi already said I should have been done with it. You shouldn't even started me on this shit. After a lot of those false claims made by white people over time, how many of them have actually been arrested? They went and arrested Jesse's ass. Did they go get Jesse because he was gay? I'm just asking. I'm just throwing that shit out there. All right. So let me go and play this. Give me a second.
Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your history. You lose your history. You lose your power. You lose your power. Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your faith. You lose your faith. You lose your power. You lose your power. If it is to be, it's up to me. It's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Cause I walk with good. Cause I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And I am good. And that feels real good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Never let it rest. I say your good is your better. And your good is your better. And your better is your best. And your better is your best. Black people. Black people. You were once great. You were once great. You shall be great again. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Lose not courage. Go forward. Go forward. Uplift the race. Uplift the race. Harambe. Harambe.
Harambe family, we will be moving now to the mall. Nobody else called in, so I'm on. I don't see no more new comments. Let me check one more time. Make sure I'm guessing all minds are clear. All right, Miss Kim's. I hope I answered her question. If not, we could talk about a little bit tomorrow on the Toast and Talk, and maybe you'll be able to call in then. But tomorrow we have go ahead. Unknown caller. Who the unknown caller? Come on in. Let me hear you.
Oh, hey, it's me. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. The electricity is just as bad. That's all I can say. It's been doing this since yesterday.
All right,
so the lights flicker on and off, and then they let.
But he got it and he took it with him to school.
Uh-oh. It went out again. Well, I hope I answered your question.
He took it to school, Mom.
And hopefully tomorrow the electricity will be better. So now, family, this is one of the things that happens when you're living outside of America. You know what I'm saying? She lives in Ouagadougou. And I'm trying to remember that, when I get the name, I can't get the country. When I don't get the countries, when I don't get the city name, I can get the country. Hello? All right. Anybody else want to call in as well? If not, I'm going to assume all minds are clear, and I will see y'all at the mall. I will be streaming live from the mall. I'm going to let you know. We will be streaming live from the mall. We're going to stream the discussion that we're going to have about the movie, which is, I'm surprised Miss Navi didn't call in to talk about the movie, which is, she's probably getting ready. The movie, which is called The Purge the first Purge. So now the reason this movie was selected is because there was some symbolism that deals with the times that we are in right now here in America. And we want to start picking out some of the symbolism and start looking at, actually, I just like having a discussion. I'm going to be honest with you. The movies is cool. But it's more along the line of having a community discussion. Once again, the exchanging of ideas and to allow people to know that you're not by yourself. When you're looking at some of this stuff and wondering, am I crazy or am I seeing what I'm seeing? Family, I want you to know that you are not crazy. I want you to know you're not crazy, right? You're not alone. It's a lot of, hold on, where is it at? We got to turn it on now. It got to come on now. Fuckery alert. Fuckery alert. You are surrounded by fuckery. It is not your imagination. Please go to a safe destination. Filled with like-minded people where you can have some intelligent discussion before you return back to your normal life. Fuckery alert. Fuckery alert. Alright, this is Brother Hatil family. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, taking the time to even chill with us. Shouts out to all those out there. Remember, you can get your ancestors on the list. Like us on Facebook and inbox us on Facebook /Gye-Nyame Journey. Or you could hit us up on YouTube to let us know the ancestor's name. I'll write them right down in the book. And we'll keep on building. Family, like I said, remember, this is the congregation of the mighty. Alright? And we are out. I got to get over to the school. Peace.